Mount Vernon Middle School, parents and students, this is Mr. Williams. Happy Friday to you, August 7th, 2020. Wow, we are 10 days away from the start of the school year, and we are excited about opening up school, seeing kids in the building, and teaching our students in person or through virtual opportunities. Parents, once again, please read this carefully. If you have a child that has any of these symptoms, please keep your child at home. Once again, we've set up virtual instruction so that students can still learn from home as well. Once again, if your child has any of these symptoms, please keep your child at home. And I realize this is a paradigm shift. I'm a parent myself, and if I had a child who had some of these symptoms, I might have said, you know what, toughen up, kid, you can go to school. Once again, with the COVID-19 pandemic, we want to keep kids safe. We want to keep our staff safe. So once again, if your child has any of these symptoms, please keep your child at home. So what does the school day look like? Once again, let's talk about what happens before, during, and after school. Bus drop-off begins at 8:25 a.m. in the south lot by the MVMS main entrance. Car ride drop-off begins at 8:25 a.m. in the west lot for 8th graders and in the north lot for 6th and 7th graders. We do ask that the younger sibling follows the older sibling to that various lot. So, for example, if a 6th grader has an older sibling who is an 8th grader, they would be dropped off and picked up in the west lot. Now, YMCA, I'm sorry to inform, is only available in the afternoon at this time. YMCA, again, is only available in the afternoon and not before school. This, once again, is a campus view of Mount Vernon Middle School. The north lot is located by the football field, and that's where the 6th graders, as well as the 7th graders, are dropped off and picked up in the afternoon. And the west lot for the 8th graders, right by the field house adjacent to the high school. That's where our 8th graders are dropped off and picked up each school day. So before school, when students are entering the building, they need to have their mask on. Masks are required while entering and exiting the building, as well as during transition time, such as in the hallways, in the restrooms, and to and from our cafe. Students will need to immediately report to period 1 during the school day on the first day of school. They will need to immediately go to their first class and not stop by their lockers. Teachers will allow a staggered access to lockers in the morning to allow students to put away their backpacks, athletic bags, and things of that nature. During school, teachers will be establishing time for brain breaks, mask breaks, and even time to walk outside for appropriate social interaction while maintaining social distancing. We want our students to be able to interact positively with their classmates as well as their teachers, have time for breaks as well. Teachers will have classroom furniture and barriers set up to maintain social distancing as best as possible. Our teachers may be directing students to wear PPE when social distancing is not possible, such as group work or lab settings, and of course during transition time. We will have staggered transitions to limit hallway traffic, and of course time set aside for restroom breaks. The olden days of the bell ringing and hundreds of kids pouring out into the hallways, those days are over. Once again, we will have staggered transitions to limit hallway traffic. So concerning PPE, or what we call mask or face shield, students will be provided with a MV mask and face shield. Teachers may direct students to wear PPE when social distancing is not possible, once again, such as group work or lab settings. Teachers may direct students to wear masks and face shields due to health risks. Some of our staff members do have health concerns, and we want to keep them safe as well. Parents, I do ask, just in case, Please provide your child with multiple masks. We will ask students to always have a mask on their person. And I think it's very important that there are backups in a kid's backpack or in their locker, just in case they lose or forget their mask. During school, when directed by the teachers, students may use earbuds to connect to their Chromebook in order to maybe watch a video, maybe watch an instructional video, or maybe even listen to some music. Mobile phones, smartwatches are to be put away in the student lockers during the school day until the end of the day at dismissal. So once again, mobile phones, smartwatches are to be put away during school hours, and students will be able to access those at the end of the day upon dismissal. We will be allowing students to have water bottles. They need to be clear water bottles. And once again, only clear water bottles may be utilized. We do not want any containers where students can bring in alcohol into those water bottles. This is very important, parents, and I appreciate your support on this. We only want clear water bottles in our classrooms. Due to contact tracing, our teachers will be establishing and monitoring very tight class seating charts. And this is very important that we have tight class seating charts just in case we have a COVID positive case and we have to conduct contact tracing with the Board of Health. Lunchtime, once again, students will walk to the cafe, pick up a lunch, and then go back to their classrooms to eat lunch. At the end of the school day, car rider pickup and bus pickup is staggered. Car riders are picked up at 3:30 p.m. Bus riders, that process begins at 3:45 p.m. in the south lot, once again by the NVMS main entrance. And once again, our drop-off locations are the same as our pickup locations, and that is staggered. Early release Wednesdays, that will begin the second Wednesday of the school year, which will be August 26th, 2020. And more information is to follow on Wednesday and what early release times look like for parents and students. We will be conducting a staggered dismissal each day, whether it's a regular day or an early release Wednesday. Now, so what does virtual instruction look like? Hopefully you've checked out some of those videos that we released last week from Dr. Parker's video. Parallel teaching, this concept of teachers teaching their students simultaneously, whether they are in person at school or online at home. So there's many different avenues or many different ways to implement this type of parallel teaching: on-demand instruction and live instruction. Many teachers will be flipping their classrooms by providing on-demand videos for students to learn. Many teachers will also be utilizing live video conferencing, virtual discussion boards, group chats for simultaneous instruction, meaning in-person students learning right along with students at home. And virtual parents and students, this is very important. Virtual students will be expected to be present for video conferencing when the teacher directs. Virtual students should expect the same amount of classwork as in-person students 5 days a week. And this is very important to understand that when an assignment is due as directed by the teacher, it's due as directed by the teacher for both virtual students as well as in-person students. That is key. And parents and students, make sure that you understand that. For virtual students, moms and dads, regular routines are strongly encouraged. Therefore, our school day begins at 8:45 a.m. Virtual parents and students, I strongly recommend that you are on a regular routine, getting those kids up, getting them out of bed, getting them ready to learn. And when the teacher directs them to be available for video conferencing or part of a virtual discussion board or group chat or open office hours for open discussion so that a student can have feedback, we hope and we want students to know that they need to be available at that time. And some of those times might be at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., maybe 1 p.m. So once again, Regular routines for our virtual students are strongly encouraged. And moms and dads, I really believe that that will help you out if your child is a virtual student. Once again, school starts Monday, August 17th, 2020. We are looking forward to it, and we are excited about getting started and doing what's best for kids, whether they're learning in person or virtually. So we are the Fighting Marauders, on to victory. So I say to you, be strong, be courageous, be a marauder, and have a great day, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.